What's in the box?
For our premiere episode, we're going to be highlighting this weekend's release of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. What we're going to make is a dessert called Bananas Foster. Now the reason that we're making Bananas Foster, it's really just because my understanding of the animal kingdom has not progressed past elementary school, so I just think apes and I think bananas. Everything that we make is going to be cheap. It's going to be affordable. Anyone should be able to feel comfortable going out and buying the ingredients necessary to make what we make. Now, a real Bananas Foster has a lot of booze in it. We did not want to spend the money on it, it was too expensive. So we're now making a true Bananas Foster. So we're going to call ours the Poor Virgin Bananas Foster. Now, if you at home want to make a true Bananas Foster, I'll show you where to add the booze. This is what you're going to need. First things first, peel and slice your bananas. If you're looking for slices that are about ½ an inch thick, those are going to be perfect. Once they're sliced, just put them to the side until we need them later. Next, put a skillet on your stove over high heat. First ingredient in the pan is your butter. Now I'm using ½ a stick, which is ¼ cup. Lots of people think this is too much butter. To them I say, there's no such thing. Butter is fat, and fat is flavor. It makes everything taste better. Once your butter is melted and hot, add your brown sugar. We used about ½ a cup, and it seemed to work out pretty nicely. Make sure to mix them around to combine the two. It's going to turn into a thick sludge in your pan. That's good. That's what you want. Next comes your cinnamon. I don't believe in measuring spices, so just put in as much as you think you're going to enjoy. Now we need our bananas again. Once you get here, you're going to have to work pretty fast, because these bananas are going to cook really quick, and you don't want them to get too mushy. Once they hit the pan, make sure to separate all those slices so they're not stuck together, and they're all coated in that glorious butter and sugar mixture. Once your bananas are all settled in the pan, it's time to add the vanilla. Just like the cinnamon, I don't believe in measuring this, so, you know, just eyeball it. We're going to pause right here. At this point, if I was making a true Bananas Foster, I would add the alcohol in order to deglaze my pan. Lots of people like to use a dark rum in their recipe, but more traditionally you'd see people use an orange liqueur. A good one to use would be Cointreau. It's relatively inexpensive for what you get and it tastes pretty good. If you really want to impress your friends, however, you could step it up and get Grand Marnier, but personally I'd just stick to Cointreau because it's cheaper and no one's going to be able to tell the difference. Now some people use as little as 2 tablespoons of alcohol, some people use up to a cup. Just kind of depends on how boozy you like your dessert. But since we're going cheap and we're not using the booze, we're going to deglaze our pan with just straight orange juice. We're going to get that same flavor. It's going to be a little bit sweeter than if we used alcohol, but it's going to give us relatively the same effect. Now they're done cooking, we're going to need a bowl. Now I need some ice cream. Make sure to serve yourself a healthy amount of bananas and an unhealthy amount of this butter sugar deliciousness that we've made. Now it's time to eat it.